Okay, so I'm going to show you in Word how to make charts and diagrams and such so that you can make your worksheets and packets look really cool. So here we have our blank spot. One of the things I find kids really like is boxes. So we're going to go up here to Insert. Okay, and there's a couple ways to do this. You can use a table, which I like, and you can make it as, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to go ahead and go like this. And start off with name, colon, let's say date, and then you hit tab and it goes to the next one. If I hit tab again, I go there. Now watch what happens if I hit tab one more time. It creates a new row. Okay, and if I don't like that, I can either hit Control Z, and that is undo, or I can hit the right click button, go up here, delete, and delete row. So let's do that one more time. Or another way you can do that is go up to here. You've got design. So that's how you can change what it looks like. You can see what's happening here when I'm moving all over these guys is it changes what it looks like. Now here's what I wanted to show you is I want to delete that row, and there I go again. Okay? So that's the basic thing. Now generally what you want for writing, up here you notice this height. Put it up to 3, and that is a good height or space for when kids are writing. So you don't need a whole lot of space to put your name. You don't need a whole lot of space for date. Okay, so now I'm going to leave that there. Let's say I want something, so I hit tab, okay, and tab created this other row. But now see, I want my students to write in here, so I'm going to say explain the thing, okay? But I want to give them a whole lot of space, so I'm going to drag this way down here because I want them to explain it, but I don't want this cut in half. So what I can do is I can go over here to erase, click that, and you notice my cursor now turns into a little eraser. Place it on there and bam, it's gone. And then to get out of this, I just go outside, or I click again outside of it, and I'm no longer in the erase mode. Now let's say I say, oh no, I want to draw a line. So I'm going to do that. Notice my cursor is now a pencil, so I can, if I want to do the exact same one, and there we go. I want to make another one here, and I can go like that, and I can keep doing that. I can go across this way. Very, very nice. Okay, now I don't want those, so I'm going to erase, and watch, I can, there you go. Okay, so now the other thing you can do is I'm going to go ahead and draw another line. I want to show you something. I could draw another line, and I'm going to draw it over here, and I'm going to click that button again to get me out of it. Now watch, if I put my cursor on here, see that little plus? So ooh, and it makes another column. Or, okay, so there I go. I can keep on doing that if I want. I don't want to, so I'm going to get rid of those. Again, that was just Control Z, which is undo, 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 undo. Okay, so I've got this very nice little explain thingy, and now if I want to, I'm going to hit tab again, and that's going to create down here another of equal size, but I don't want it that big because I want them to now say, so it was explain the thingy, and now I want them to write a question. Okay, so that doesn't require a whole lot of space, so I'm going to move that up a little bit more. Okay, and now let's say I'm going to go ahead and do another right in the middle, and oh, here's something I wanted to show you. I'm going to erase that. Okay, draw table, and let's say I put it in there, but as you can see, this side is smaller than this side, and I want them to be the same. Well, guess what? There's something you can do. Highlight these, go up here, distribute columns, and it makes them both equal. Okay, and that you can do with distribute rows as well, if you want them to be the same. Alright, so I'm going to start over again, so I'm going to highlight the whole thing by clicking on that little cross, and I'm going to delete the entire table. Start again. Now here's another way you can make nice worksheets. Okay, insert, and then shapes, and then you have all these different shapes that you can use. Okay, so let's say I wanted to do, instead of the squares, I want to do something like that, and I just drag it, and automatically comes in this color. All right, and let's say I'm going to make this normal size. Right now it's at 50%. That's 100%. And let's say I'm going to put that up top there. I'm going to scroll all the way up. Okay, I want that up near the top. And now you see that green line right there? This is what it tells you, that you are now, it is centered. So I like that. I'm going to click this, and I have all sorts of different kinds of colors and such. So let's go ahead and make this one green. All right, and I'll keep that one there. Now, let's say I want to start typing in here. All I have to do is start typing. Name, and it goes literally right in the dead center, which may not be the best, depending on what you want. Let's say this is definitions, because you're going to give a worksheet on the definitions of things. So you have definitions. So that's too small, so I'm going to highlight it, and automatically this pops up, and I'm going to just make it super big. That's a little too big. All right, and there you go. Now what will happen is, see, my cursor is here. When I start doing this, it's going to go down with me. That's okay, because once I go down there, I can pull this right back up. Notice the green line again? It tells me that I'm centered. Okay, so now my cursor is down here, and now I can make whole bunches of different definitions of some of the words. So insert, and I can stay with the same color and scheme. That might be good. Okay, or let's say I want to do some circles. Okay, so I'm going to do circles, and oh, I don't like how that is. Now you notice this green line is going to appear. That tells me I'm on the edge of my margin, and that's just so you can make it look nice. Again, we're looking at making attractive worksheets. Well, I'm looking at this, and I don't like the way it is. Over here, you see the height and the width of it. So I want these to be the same. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that 270. Oh, 2.7, that's at 2.69. It'll automatically go up one, and then now it's a perfect circle. And again, if I want something written in there, I just start writing. So I'm going to say pencil. And let's say I'm going to, okay, so I highlighted that. I want to make it bigger font. So I hit home, brings me back here, and I'm just going to hit the big A. That's going to increase the size. I'm going to make about size 22 there. And I'll leave a space down here for the kids. Maybe I'll insert a picture. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make a couple of these. So I'm going to hide. See how there's a box around it? So I'm going to hit Control C, and that copies it. I'm going to get out of there. Notice that it's not boxed. See how there's a box around it? I'm going to click over here. Now watch. I'm going to hit Control V, and that's going to make a copy of it, because I want to make a couple of these things. Now notice the green line is telling me where it is lining up. Okay, and I'm going to hit Control V one more time, and now I see, uh-oh, that's too, I don't like the way that looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this guy over. I'm going to slide him over. Actually, I'm going to put him in the middle. So I'm going to grab it, and I'm going to, there we go. So that's the middle of the page. So I'm going to move him, and you know what, let's go ahead and overlap. All right, now here's another trick. See this box right here? Okay, this little square, there's all the boxes. That's what you can grab to make it bigger or not. Okay, again, I didn't want that, so I'm going to put it back. And I'm lining this up with this line right here. A little bit of aesthetics. Okay, I'm going to check this one. Ooh, you see how that one's far, far away? So I'm going to slide that one over. Now you'll notice something else, that we have, this one is on the bottom, then this one, then this one. So this guy here is on top of this. We'll fix that in a second if we don't want that. All right, so let's say pen and crayon. All right, and so you might want to put in some pictures of a pencil, a pen, and a crayon. So now we're going to go into Insert. Okay, and if you have the pictures on your computer, you can just do that. Let's see if I do. Pen, I don't. All right, so I'm going to get out of there. All right, and online pictures. And I'll go to Bing search. So I'm going to look up pencil. Type it in, hit enter, and then we'll see what comes up. And I like this little guy here. Actually, I like this one. So I'm going to grab that one, insert, and it's going to put it right in there. Now, something happened to my word. Now, what's interesting about this is that I can't really move it around, right? Oh, I can. Oh, there, I just did it. So you can move it like that. All right. Now, I want to see if I can move it out there. Oh, you can. Now watch. See this little guy here? Okay, it's also up here, wrap text. So how do I want this? I want to put this in front of text, which means, this is the great thing, I can move it anywhere I want now. So it defaults by not being that way. So now I can put that there. And there you go. All right, so let's go ahead and insert online pictures. I'll do a pen. See what comes up here. Sure, I'll do that one. All right. Oh, and I don't like that background, but I'm going to show you something. So I'm going to click it. I'm going to double click. Okay. And I'm going to get it out of there. Okay. And now you see this opens up, or this one. I'll do it from here this time. That means in front of text. Okay. Now I don't like that it's got the white background, but I'll show you something in a second. It's really cool if it works. All right. And then we'll do a crayon. So let's insert. And whoops, that was pictures. And online pictures. Crayon. Carry on. I spelled it wrong. Hey, it figured it out. All right, so let's do this. Nice red one. And there we go. So I'm going to pull it out here so that way I can make it in front of text. All right, and then once you're here, you can make it small, whatever you want to do. You can grab this if you want to turn it so it'll fit a little better. There you go. Okay, now, I don't like this, so what I'm going to do, watch this. I'm going to double click it, and automatically I come to Format. Okay, so if I'm over here at Home, I can just go to Format because I've clicked on it. Now watch this, Remove Background. Now, stretch that all the way out. Stretch it all the way out, and everything in purple is going to disappear. So most of my pen disappeared too, so I'm going to hit Control-Z and discard all changes. So that didn't really work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit delete, and I'm going to grab a better one because this is a cartoon and this is cartoonish, so I want a cartoon pen. Okay, so let's put my cursor inside. Let's do insert, online pictures. I'm going to say cartoon pen. See what comes up. Oh, that's much better. Now, notice what I did there? I just double clicked. I didn't have to click it and then hit insert. Oh, that's nice. So I'm going to pull it out so I can put it in front of text, and now I can put it wherever I want. See, now I can put it next to it if I want. That might be nice. So I'm going to bring this back to its original size, which actually, watch this. So again, I'm at Format, Reset Picture, and it resets it. So watch, I'm going to make it really small, and I'm like, oh no, I want it back. Reset, Reset Picture, whoops, Reset Picture and Size. There you go. So now it's back to the size. But I want it pointing up, so I'm going to do that. It is a little big, so I'm going to do that, and I'm going to put it to the side. It's still a little big. Okay. You know what? I'm going to kind of tilt it. I think tilting makes it just look a little bit more fun. All right, and then this guy, I want to, yeah, we'll have the, well, I guess we can have them all going in the same direction there. All right. Now those are definitions. So we have definitions, and very, very nice. So the students can then write their definitions right here. If you want, instead of leaving that just a big open spot, you can do another insert. And this time, let's put in another shape. And what we can do here is I'm going to make that about that size. All right. And I'm going to go up here, Shape Fill. I'm going to make it white. And the outline, I'm also going to make white. I can guess by looking at this box right there, and then generally where I think that is. So watch, if I click on the big circle, and now I hit Shift, hold it down, and then click on the box, they both light up. And you can see that those are pretty much all set. So that's good. So I'm going to click on that one. I'm going to hit Control-C, which is copy. I'm going to hit Control-V, which is paste. I'm going to line this one up over here. Do my best to line it up. I'm going to Control-C, Control-V. All right, I'm going to ignore that little line there. Now the other thing you can do if you don't want to do it with your mouse is you can use your arrow keys. And sometimes that gets you a little bit more precise. Alright? So that's not bad, but you can see here that the crayon is underneath that now, so that's not going to work. So what I'm seeing as a problem is that my word is just right in the center. I don't like that. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of the word. Alright, I'm going to delete it. Well, why? Because it's just, I don't like that it's right in the center. So watch this. So now I can do a couple things. I can either do an insert and a word art. So let's do that one. Alright, I'm going to choose that color. I can change it later. Okay? And I'm going to say, I'm going to highlight that pencil. Okay, and now I can put that word wherever I want. I can put it up top there. Maybe I'm going to make that a little smaller. Again, it doesn't have to be that big. It's just a picture to show the kids. Move that over there. They're going to need... Alright. I'm going to... Again, you want to make it look nice. That's the whole purpose here. So pencil. And since I've already got that, I'm going to Control-C, Control-V. I made another one. Alright, I'm going to line that up. I'm going to... See, it's still lined up. The pen is a little big, so I'm going to shave that down. Move it up there. And... Alright, Control-C, Control-V. Okay, crayon. Alright, and let's put that right in the center there. I'm going to use my arrow to get it centered. And that's still a little too big, so I'm going to do that and move that right up there. Alright, so there you go. Now you can see that's just a little bit off, so I'm going to move it up. Alright, so there you go. So now, there you have it. Now, I want to show you something else where I'm going to insert a picture, and let me get a picture of a pencil. Again, I want to show you how to remove the background. Let's see. Let's try that one. Okay, double click it. It's going to put it in there, and notice it's going to come up behind, but that's okay. I'm going to put it in front of text just so we can see it. All right, see that background is ugly. Now I can't really use that, but I can go over here, remove background. Oh yeah, this one's going to work great. Okay, everything in purple, remember, is going to go bye-bye. All right. Now the bummer is that it still kept some of that, so I'm going to do this again. Mark areas to remove. There you go. So then everything that was that color, let's see if it does it there. Yeah. Keep all changes. Now I've got a nice pencil without that ugly background. I can turn it. All right. And I can put it anywhere. Now I'm going to do this. Watch this. Reset picture and size. Oh my, that's huge. Okay, but you see it's just kind of ugly, so I'm going to get rid of that. But that was pretty neat. You can do a whole page that looks really nice. Only take you 5-10 minutes. Once you learn these skills, you can replicate that. Now here I want to show you something else. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to highlight that. Highlight the picture, which means I'm holding down the Shift key and I'm clicking on each of these. Okay. Now, see how they're all together? Make sure, see how my cursor has that cross? I'm going to right click and it's going to come up with, hey, it's going to come up with this menu, group. There you go. Now, watch what happens. The whole thing becomes a group. Watch what happens when I do it over here. Oh no. Again, Control Z puts it back. So now I've got that highlighted. Hold down the Shift key, click on that, click that, right click, group. And now I've got myself, and now I can, alright, click, right click, group, together. And now I've got these three there. You can resize it, but I don't think all of the individual pieces parts will change, right? So I'm going to Control Z, make sure. Now I can Control C, which is copy, Control V, and I make an exact duplicate. So if you have something where you're doing lots and lots, now the great thing is I can go in there and change this and say eraser, and then let's go here. So double click, I'm at format, no, let's go format, and now watch, change picture. I'm going to go over here, eraser, and let's find me a, there we go, and it's going to put it right in there. Now I want to turn it around. Perfect. So there you go. Now you can see how this is off just a little bit, so I've got a little trick. Okay, so I'm going to do this, where I'm going to insert something that I'm just going to delete, but I want to make sure that it's all in a box. Okay, so I'm going to make sure that that is lined up. So now that's lined up. Now I'm going to arrange this so it's in the back. So send backward. All right, I can either do that over and over again, or I can just go send back. Now all I'm doing now is I'm using the square, because it's perfectly in the center, so that I can start to move these guys around. All right, so this I'm going to use my arrows, and I can either do something where it's literally touching the edge. That's the easiest to do. Okay, and I'm going to go up to the top here. See how it's perfect in the corner? I'm going to do the same thing to this guy. I can certainly bring this up. Normally I'd have it at 100. And you can see that this one is closer, so I'm going to get right to the edge here. Grab the thing in the back and erase it. And now these guys are all perfectly aligned.